Hi, I am Rachel Lebensohn. I'm the founder of Siopa.com, Seize Your Passion, and I'm happy to be here. I'm here every Friday at 3:30 talking about what Seize Your Passion means to me, and again, hopefully learning from you guys and hearing from you guys about what it means to you. You know, this whole platform is actually about inspiring and empowering each other, and I'm here to impart what I'm learning on this journey of mine of seizing my passion and this journey of life, but I also want to learn from you guys. So let's inspire and empower each other, so please feel free to share your thoughts, your comments, your questions below. I will do my best to answer them as I go. That's it. So let's get started. So today, what I want to talk about is how to seize your passion and get out of your comfort zone. Okay, so if you watched my Periscope last week on cliches, I talked about how cliches become overused and therefore become cliches. But the reason for that is that often they impart a lot of knowledge that we should listen to, and they are universal truths and truisms that can help us and guide us in seizing our passion and achieving our goals. So stepping out of your comfort zone, getting out of your comfort zone is another one of those cliches, I believe, and it truly is a universal truth for me, and it's part of what I'm learning on this journey again in seizing my passion and this journey of life. So what does that actually mean? So there's actually been a ton of studies in both science and psychology that explain what exactly your comfort zone is, why it's so hard to get out of your comfort zone and step out away from it, and what the benefits are and why it's so beneficial to sometimes do that, to step out of your comfort zone. So simply put, your comfort zone is your behavioral safe place, right? It's that place of behaviors and activities that you engage in where you have a minimum level of stress and anxiety. It's where you feel safe. It's where you feel unchallenged. It's where you feel uncomfortable. It's where you feel most comfortable. It's where you're calm and you're peaceful, right? Because your levels of stress and anxiety are at a minimum. And that is very appealing, obviously, and sometimes it's actually desirable, and sometimes it is beneficial to stay in our comfort zone where those levels of stress and anxiety are at their minimum. But it's not necessarily what we need when we're trying to achieve our goals, push ourselves further, and become our best selves and seize our passions, right? So studies actually show that to maximize your performance, to grow and evolve, and to achieve that next level of whatever your goal is, of your personal greatness in whatever area you want to achieve it, and even just to be fulfilled and happy in life, right? As opposed to bored and empty, because often when we get into things that are patterns and routines, which is part of those comfort zone behaviors, we become bored by them, and then we end up feeling unfulfilled and empty inside. So in order to achieve that next level and in order to feel fulfilled and happy, what we want to do is reach a state of relative anxiety. And what I mean by that, and what the studies mean by that, I'm not just making this stuff up, is to step out of your comfort zone ever so slightly so that your levels of anxiety and stress are slightly higher than normal, right? And they call this the optimal anxiety zone. So the key is to finding that sweet spot, right? Just ever so slightly stepping out of that comfort zone where your levels of stress and anxiety are slightly above normal, but not to the point where they skyrocket to the roof, and then your levels of anxiety and stress overtake you and basically paralyze you rather than propel you forward. And by the way, you know, having a comfort zone and staying in that comfort zone sometimes when the time is right, and I'll get to that, is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it's not a bad thing at all. It's just, it is what it is, right? We all have it. We all have our own personal comfort zones. It's hard to leave that comfort zone, and it's just part of the human condition. And leaving it is so hard because it's actually synonymous with risk and fear, and therein comes the anxiety and the stress, of course, right? But sometimes it's actually really beneficial to stay in that comfort zone so you have that peace and calm so that you can implement and take in and process the benefits that you receive when you do step out of it at the right times and in the right way. So what are those benefits, right, of stepping out of your comfort zone? And there are many, by the way, in all the studies that have been done in psychology and science, but these are just a few that I chose because I've been feeling them recently. And by the way, another example is this, by me doing these weekly Periscopes with you guys, I am very much stepping outside of my comfort zone. And every week, and I've been doing this now, I don't know, for 5-6 weeks, I get a little bit more anxious than normal and a little bit more stressed, and my palms get sweaty and I get those little butterflies in my stomach, not to the point where it paralyzes me, but to the point where it pushes me further. And each week I feel like I am stepping out of my comfort zone, and each week I do learn and I do grow and I do evolve. And thank you very much. And it's all beneficial. So what are those top benefits that I've found to be true for me of stepping outside of your comfort zone? Thank you. I love the comments, love the feedback. Thank you. Very encouraging. So number one, stepping outside of your comfort zone will make you become more productive. It'll motivate you to do better, because think about it. When you don't have any deadline or any expectations, whether they're from others or from yourself, when you don't face any challenges, we all tend to do the minimum required to get done whatever it is we want to get done, right? You're on autopilot, right? It's those tasks and routines that have become so habitual for you and that you've mastered so well because you're so used to them that you basically can do them on autopilot, and there's minimal effort required, and you basically put in the minimum that you need to get it done because you've mastered it so well and it's become so habitual. But when you have those obstacles, when you have a little bit of anxiety and stress and fear and challenges and deadlines and expectations, you naturally, just as naturally as you do the minimum when you don't have those obstacles, you just as naturally push yourself to push through those obstacles and challenges and to do better and to figure out a way to achieve your end goal when you have those added obstacles. So it gives you drive and motivation to be more productive. And so if you're looking to get to the next level on something or achieve a goal or push yourself further or seize your passion, motivation and being more productive is obviously a great benefit of stepping outside of your comfort zone. So that's one. Two, and this is great for life in general, right? Because life is full of curveballs, right? Unexpected surprises and challenges. That's just our existence. That is life. Now, if you're fairly used to stepping outside of your comfort zone on your terms, right, because you decide when you do that and you're in charge and you're in control, then you'll have trained yourself and you'll be better skilled and you'll have a much easier time dealing with those curveballs that life throws you, because you'll have gotten used to stepping outside of your comfort zone and dealing with such challenges on your terms again when you're in control, so that when you do face those unexpected challenges in life, you're much more accustomed to dealing with them. So that's a great overall benefit to stepping outside of your comfort zone. Number three, and this one I love actually, because positive energy begets positive energy. It's that kind of thinking. The more you actually do leave your comfort zone, the more you step out of it, then each time, the farther you'll push that needle on that comfort zone, right? So if you have, and we all have different comfort zones in different areas, right? So if your comfort zone is a circle this big in a particular area, then every time you step outside of that, you push that circle a little bit wider. And now you have a new, wider circle of a comfort zone. And then the next time, you'll have to push it a little further. And each time, your circle of your mastery and your being comfortable and not pushing yourself further gets bigger and bigger. So each time you continue to grow and evolve and get better and excel and achieve whatever it is you want to achieve and seize your passions. So I love that one of pushing. You keep pushing the needle further and further, and the more you do it, the better you get, and then the more you push and the farther you'll get next time. And finally, another great benefit is, some of us are just naturally skilled and talented in thinking outside of the box and being innovative and thinking creatively. But for some of us, it doesn't come that naturally. Now, when you step outside of your comfort zone and you seek out new experiences and you learn new skills and you open your mind up to new ideas, you're naturally inspiring yourself organically and innately to think more creatively and to think outside of the box and to think innovatively, because you're overcoming those challenges and those fears and those feelings of those minimum levels of stress and anxiety. So you're developing a skill and a talent to think more creatively and be innovative and think outside the box. And to me, that's a huge benefit, because again, that also propels you forward in achieving your goals and becoming your best self, or taking whatever it is you want to achieve to the next level. So the bottom line is, you have to know what your personal comfort zone is, because again, we all have different comfort zones in different areas. And if you're not sure what it is, then you have to discover it and figure it out. And then when the time is right, when you're looking to achieve the next level or push yourself further, or you're bored and you want to become more fulfilled and grow and evolve, then do step outside of your comfort zone ever so slightly, right? Not too much where it paralyzes you, but to the point where your anxiety levels and your stress levels are slightly higher than normal, and it will push you and motivate you to be more productive and maximize your potential and be the best version of yourself you want to be, which is, for me, I think, part of the reason we're all here. I do want to say one more thing. You know, there's a video on Siopa, Andrew Smith, his Arctic Ride for Dreams. We did a video about him and his story about how he seizes his passion. And he talks so much about stepping outside of your comfort zone, about this topic. And I think it's such an inspiring video and such an inspiring story. And I really encourage you guys to view it. You can check it out on siopa.com/videos. And again, this is a two-way street. So I'd love to hear from you guys, your stories, what seize your passion means to you, how you're seizing your passion, what your struggles are perhaps with seizing your passion, how you're stepping outside of your comfort zone maybe, and any of the other topics that we talk about. And if you missed any of these Periscopes, by the way, you can watch all of our Periscopes post-live broadcast on the site as well, on siopa.com/stream. My Periscopes once a week on Fridays, and we do once a week Periscopes with Bobby Umar, who's a thought leader and an amazing, inspiring, sweet thought leader guy. I love him, and he does Periscopes. It's all about tolerance building, stepping over 4 years incrementally to build tolerance, then the fear fades. Exactly. Stepping outside of your comfort zone is about pushing your tolerance levels to the next level. I love it. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I love the contribution. I love the comments. Love to hear from you. Go out there and do something you love today. Connect, engage in something you love, something you're passionate about. Step outside of your comfort zone maybe a little bit. Push yourself further and become the best self you can, and seize your passion. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.